Kia ora koutou, and welcome to week 6 of fiction writing. Well, this is the week where we finally get down to some online workshopping and moderated peer reviews, which is very exciting because in some ways we get to the heart of the whole course this week. So at long last, now we should be able to turn our attention away from signing up for workshop groups and moderated peer review groups and get on to reading, writing fiction and talking about it with our peers, which is absolutely fantastic, and that's what the course is all about. If any of you are for any reason still confused about workshop groups or moderated peer reviews, can you please let me know? Make a posting on the forum, send me an email. My email address is on the website, or probably most useful in the first instance, contact your tutor. If you don't know who your tutor is, you need to contact me ASAP because you're running a bit behind at this point. If, however, you know who your tutor is and you signed up for your workshop group or your moderated peer review group and you're all ready to go, fantastic. I think you'll find that getting this kind of feedback in a slightly more official format than on the forums from your peers is really, really a useful thing and will, I think, help you grow as a writer and give you new ideas about what's possible in your stories. And that's the wonderful thing about getting feedback from both your peers and tutors, is that you kind of see your stories anew. They open up to you in a new light, which is always useful. So just to kind of give you a quick overview of where I hope you are with your learning for this course, because every once in a while I read the evaluations and people say, I don't know what I was meant to get out of X. I don't know how I was meant to learn fiction writing. And there's sometimes some confusion. So I'm just going to give you a very quick overview of the learning in this course. And I'm going to start with a really, to tell you, with a compliment to all of you that have been posting on the forums, both posting your exercises and posting the responses to other people's exercises. This is absolutely marvelous. I have never had this kind of engagement in the forums before. I don't know what's happened. I think all the credit has to go to the students. It's just a really great group of students this year, a wonderful dynamic, and people are really, really making use of that resource. And that is a really great way to just get started on drafts of stories, do a little practicing, and also give some feedback to your peers. And so many of you have been taking advantage of this wonderful resource. So I just think you're going to grow as writers and as readers. If you haven't had a chance, and I know some of you haven't, if you haven't had a chance to post your work on the forum, or to respond to the work of someone else, and you really should do the two in tandem, I encourage you to please do that now. It's a low stakes, non-grading way to learn more about fiction and to get a chance to interact with your peers. So please do follow the example of many other students who are really taking advantage of this. So that's one way to learn. Another way that I hope that you're learning about fiction, there's a Pewaka Waka here dive bombing me as I speak. Hi, buddy. Another way to learn about fiction is to read the example stories. That's the primary stories, but there's also some additional stories and additional readings which supplement your reading. They're completely optional, of course, but if you're looking for a little bit more, they're a great opportunity. And then, of course, there's the introductions to the individual stories and the introduction to the modules that talk about things like plot, voice, character, all those sorts of things. There are 2 more modules coming, which we will read after this next round of workshops. And they are on language and structure. They are being updated as we speak, and I hope to have them online and available by the end of this week, early the first week of mid-semester break, which is next week. And then finally, the other way to learn about fiction is by participating in the moderated peer reviews or the online workshops, where you'll get peer reviews, which is a slightly more formal feedback, a more considered feedback from your peers, always really useful. You also get feedback at last from your tutor on 3 different assignments. That's story 1, story 2, and story 3. So this is all these things. The idea is that they all supplement each other and they interlock, and they support your learning in informal and formal ways, through reading, through writing, through exercise, through practice, through interactions on the forum, through interactions in the moderated peer review group, and the online workshops. So that's kind of the overview of learning that I hope happens in this course. As always, please post any questions that you have on the forums, and enjoy workshopping, enjoy moderated peer reviews. This is finally getting to the heart of the course, and I just hope you really enjoy it and learn a lot. So have a good one.